Fuck all y'all!
Am I gonna get reimbursed for that? You know what? The invoice is in the mail!
Darkness falls across the land.
What This Is Wit meant to me. It was a fun thing to do. It introduced me to kind of writing an idea, writing for YouTube, writing for a YouTube video. It kind of introduced me to that, and through it I was able to get a grasp of how camera work happens and stuff, how to put together something to make people laugh, essentially. And I've done YouTube stuff with other people, and I've done some of my own. This is what pretty much introduced me to the concept of making people laugh on YouTube. Making videos just to make people laugh, not to teach anything, not to give some kind of point. And through that, I was able to put that in practice with other people and with myself. It's more to making a YouTube video than just pointing a camera at somebody and having them do lines. And it's more about how you present to the camera, because you're playing it to an audience. You don't know how many people are going to be watching this video, and so what type of person is going to be watching this video. You have no idea. So it's really tough to remember that you're an act, not just a guy talking to some other guy, or throwing a punch at him or something. You have to make it look believable. You have to, in some cases, maybe even hit him if it doesn't look believable enough. It also helped me to try to figure out how to portray myself. Like, a lot of times I'm the straight-laced person, the one who follows the rules, the one who's has got a moral compass that always points north, which is kind of how I am in real life. This is what probably taught me how to make that funny, if that makes sense. Not just the crazy people or the assholes who get all the laughs. You can be the most loved character on a show, no offense to Nick and Mike, and still be the straight-laced goody two-shoes. Because that's often times where I would have to react to some dickish thing that Nick and Mike were doing, and that's sometimes how we get some of the most laughs, depending on some of the episodes. And that pretty much just showed me that I don't have to act as much in order to make people laugh on YouTube. And pretty much what this is meant to me is you work with people for 3 years. This is what lasted for 3 years. Yeah, it was only 10 episodes each, but we spent days concepting episodes. Like, even just talking about random things could give you an idea for a video. Like, if you hate somebody, it gives you an idea for a video. If you think somebody is funny in real life, oh, let's bring them on for an episode, and we'll give them apart. If it's like, oh, I wonder what happened in the news today. Oh, it's, what's the new, oh, I saw this movie, it sucked. Oh, let's make fun of it. Like, you never know where inspiration can come from. And that's one of the things I liked about This Is Wit, is that the sketch-based parts of it were, just random. Like, oh, just spitballing ideas. And yeah, the storyline stuff was good too, don't get me wrong. It gave us a direction to fit stuff in, and that's one thing I like a lot about a lot of TV shows and stuff, is a lot of TV shows come up with this, adhere to this principle that the more constriction you have, the more you have to fit something into, the better your quality gets. And that's something I believe in too. But with This Is Wit, sometimes even the most random stuff that has no constraints, no storyline to it, can be funny. And the storyline bits were funny too, but it showed me that you don't have to have a storyline to necessarily be funny too, as well. And if you have a storyline, you can still find funny bits to put in. But really, to me, This Is Wit isn't some kind of social commentary about, the state of adolescents our age, in the real world, or pop culture bashing. Basically just 3 guys and a camera. Mostly Mike's camera, mostly Mike's ideas. It was Mike's channel from the beginning. It's Mike's channel to the end of it. It's Mike's name on the title screen. It's always been Mike's. It's never been, like, my vehicle to fame. I've had probably more people recognize me from Mike's videos than my own. It's pretty much just a way to have fun. Now, whether or not Nick, Mike, and I will come back and do another series, that's a whole other thing. But, who knows? Something could happen. Hi, kitty. 1,000 views right here, Mike. You're welcome.
Well, so my mom threw Charmander away. Mom didn't throw Charmander away, did she? I'll murder that bitch.
That's your mother.
I know, but Charmander was my lover. Shots, 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 shots. Outside.
Hey Adam, you're better if you're not on your knees.
if you're just hunched over?
We like Adam on his knees.
I like him hunched over.
Yeah. As gay as that sounded, you're better if you're hunched over because you're more in the shot. Okay.
Right now, I have cocaine all over.
Can you see?
Yay!
I don't like holding a gun.
But did you point it out the window?
No.
Good.
Here, I'll hold the gun.
I'll hold the gun.
All right.
It's an abomination before the Lord, Mike. Shit.
You're gonna have to take care of it now. I can't just see you all depressed.
I knew it would happen. I knew it would happen if I cocked the gun.
All right, let's fucking do this.
Tune in next week for.
Fucking.
Dude, you just fucking killed him.
Yeah.
Dude, he was like a shark, and your bullet was like Samuel L. Jackson. Did I fuck that up?
Yeah, I thought you.
We're not filming Nom, and I'm pissed!
What? Sound effect and all.
You okay there?
Did it hit you?
He said he'd really slap you. You should have really slapped him.
Let's do it again. Really slap me.
Alright,
Don't be a woman about it.
well, like, I didn't want to actually.
He's
like,
wearing women's clothing. What do you think?
Don't worry.
Police. Police.
Fucking believe. Just sheriff just pulls up. It's recording. Whoa. Whoa. Right again.
Fell.
Oh, my sweet tender ass. If I were saying this is my first time taking it, my sweet tender ass, that'd be a lie.
For the love of God, here's what really happened. I was just sitting in my house, you know, in my room by myself, watching an episode of Mr. Rogers, and all of a sudden, for some fucking reason, Steven Seagal pops in, starts killing everybody in microwave.
Microwave?
He started killing everybody with a microwave.
He just grabbed all the fucking puppets.
He grabbed all the puppets, poured some gasoline on the motherfuckers, stuffed them in a goddamn microwave, turned the bitch on. It blew the fuck up. Craziest shit I've ever seen.
He just goes in the microwave, just starts murdering that shit, man.
He killed so many goddamn Hot Pockets. He put so many fucking Hot Pockets in the microwave. In one microwave, it was unbelievable, man.
No, for the love of God, here's what really happened. I was just in my room, watching an episode of Mr. Rogers. All of a sudden, Chuck Norris starts killing all these puppets. And then, for some reason, Chuck Norris just walks to the door.
Chuck Norris has a clone?
Adam.
Chuck Norris cloned him to himself? Take this shit off.
I know, it's nasty, isn't it? Fucking natty light. I want to take a baseball bat to it.
I'm sorry, I didn't go to. Or I went to Edison and got. Fuck.
Okay. Oh, you can't count numbers. Oh, now your Mountain Dew's under the fucking porch. It's under the fucking porch.
Now, the best episode 8 has to be Don't Eat the Worm. That's kind of like our Hangover spoof. Probably the main reason why I like that episode so much is Mike throwing up on a hooker, who happened to be played by a friend of ours. Just, and then at the very end with the hooker, transvestite hooker, coming out and touching Nick like him and Nick had relations in a biblical sense. It is just so funny. The whole episode is a mislead. Like, no, here's what actually happened. Going up the hill to fight drug dealers. It's like, no, here's what really happened. You guys just went crazy. And also, it showed you should never drink. Don't drink and drive, or do drugs at all, or just be boring. Is pretty much the message. Don't drink, don't have friends, don't party, don't socialize. Just grow old and die alone.
The Hunt for the Blue October had to be my favorite episode 8. It just felt more like what I had envisioned, not just for this project, but for something else. It worked. It felt like classic... It's hilarious to say, but it felt like classic This Is Wit at the time. Even though, technically, there wasn't a classic This Is Wit.
My favorite 8th episode is from Season 1, Don't Eat the Worm.
I like the ridiculousness of the storyline to where you're led to believe that one thing has been taking place the entire time when it's actually been this. And we unveil that. I like how we did that. I like the whole, the tranny scene with Nick, the ridiculous amount of cocaine in the dream state of the episode. And I feel like it was just ridiculous. It was a Hangover spoof, and the funny thing is when we wrote it, the Hangover 2 hadn't come out yet, so when they did the tranny thing in Hangover 2, I was so pissed off because we did that without even knowing that the Hangover did. The episode had been wrote and filmed before the Hangover 2 had come out, and I didn't know that they did it, so it was like we copied them completely, which wasn't the case at all. But just the ridiculousness of that episode. She says a price, and Nick's like, "That's too fucking much!" I laugh every single time. Every single time. That's definitely my favorite 8th episode.
All three once more. What do you guys think you'll do after This Is Wit?
Therapy.
Suicide. I have nothing else to live for.
Going back to Africa, you know.
Right, exactly.
Having to go back to Africa. Roots. I Cobain it, you know. We also plan on working, at least me and Adam, on our own channels.
Yeah, they plan on. They both have their own channels, doing their own thing.
I haven't done too much with mine recently. Adam's really good at what he does.
Adam's getting a lot better at what he does on his own channel. He has, there's morals to what he does. Well, there's morals to what we do here on my channel.
Just bad morals.
Can resist.